Now, there's different ways to think about this. But, oh boy. Let's see. Here's what happens. What you're looking at is something called a box and whiskers. And I'm going to give you a quick overview here. See all those green boxes with the things sticking up? Oof. I'm going to give you a quick overview here. So percentile ranks, right? What this is telling you is that, I can display the scores. So if you look at the box and whiskers, the bottom of the box is 25, the top of the box is 75%. It's a percentile rank. Percentile rank means if you have 100 kids in your class or in your school, you assess them all and you rank them based on their score, right? That's the percentile rank. So the kid at the top would be 100%, etc. So what we're focused on with the box and whiskers is 75 and 25. And the general rule is that we're always shooting to get kids in the box, right? We want to set goals that puts them at the 25th percentile of their same age peers. Now, if you look at the display here, is she above or below the 25th percentile with the first grade scores? Can you interpret that?
Is the first grade with the first column?
Yeah, so this is, so you see 1, 2, 3 scores. So this would be the first, so this would be fall, winter, spring. Mm-hmm. Fall, winter, spring, fall, winter, spring. So
she was above for the first one, but then by the end of the year she was barely there.
Okay, good. So let me show you. So here she's actually solidly in the box, all right? She's somewhere around the 50th percentile. We can display the scores here and it'll tell us. Here she's right at the bottom. So she's right there. General rule, that's where you would want to start assessing her, right? Would be spring of first grade. Most of the materials for these assessments aren't that specific, but that allows you to establish a goal, which I'll get into later. Now, I'm going to throw you an immediate curveball. So even though the general rule is that you would start her here because she's at the bottom, she's also a second grader, right? And people see this differently. A lot of people would disagree with me on this point here. They would say, we're going to assess her with first grade materials, right? She's a second grader. Where do we want her to be? Second grade. So my point of view, and a lot of people's point of view, this isn't just my point of view, is that you, whenever possible, assess kids with grade level materials. You don't want them to struggle. I mean, you don't want them to be really frustrated, but generally, that's what you're shooting for. So you may as well start there if you can. Because Jill is so close to the 25th percentile here, that's actually where I would start her. I would use second grade materials because she's doing some reading in second grade materials, and she's really close to that 25th percentile. So let's display the scores. Just shows you what I typed in, and then it grabs them. It freezes. Come on. So there's different ways you could do this. Now what I would do is to do this in the best way possible is I would now do 3 samples with her with second grade materials. And from that, I would choose the median score. So let's say she had a score of 32, 28, and 31. What's her median score? Median means middle. What's that? 31. Okay? Mean, mode, and median. Mean is the average. Mode is the one that shows up the most often. And the median is the one in the middle. Different programs do this differently, but I tend to go with the median. So we're going to say her initial corrects were 31, and we're going to make that up. Okay. Now I'm going to label her initial program. So this is just telling us what we are doing, right?